Okay, good. So I'm going to go ahead and share the screen. Yeah, we're live on YouTube.
You can make the commitment to your life that you don't like the results that you have and that you're going to do something about it. Why is it that people are frightened by commitment? Because when you say the word commitment...
You could also take notes. It's important. I'm also going to do the same, right? So let's learn.
That intimidates a lot of people. Why? Because it means you have to deliver. See, most people, you ask them, hey, look here, I'd like for you to do this. And they'll say, I'll try. I'll try means that is my escape clause. When I don't come through, it's really a polite no. I don't have the courage to tell you no, so I'll tell you I'll try. Most people like to use that language. They don't want to commit themselves because commitment means, among many things, no excuse is acceptable. No excuse that if you decided that you're going to do this, if it becomes hard, then do it hard. If it's difficult, so what? If it's inconvenient, so what? See, a lot of people made a commitment to come here tonight, but they looked outside and said, it's raining. The temperature dropped. It's cold outside. And they decide to give up on their commitment. And that's how people do about their dreams.
Whatever drives you, that's what's shaping your life. And the challenge is that most of us never consciously decide what we're going to have drive our life. See, we're not stimulus response animals, but we can be stimulus response animals.
They don't honor their commitment to themselves. Let me tell you what happens when you don't keep your commitment. Number one, it begins to deplete your self-esteem and it erodes your self-image. It weakens your faith in yourself. You don't feel good when you don't keep your commitments. You begin to develop weak relationships with people. People begin to realize they can't depend upon you. They can't rely on you because you won't keep your word. Many of us are not able to move forward and develop and manifest our greatness because we spend so much time looking back or worrying about the future. You cannot go into the future and manifest your greatness when you have various things in your life that's blocking you.
Our nervous systems are designed to help us. They're designed to be a source of decision making. They're designed to help us very quickly. When you have an experience, figure out what is the source of that pain.
Having a bad prospect.
So we can avoid it in the future. What is that source of that pleasure? So we can have more of it in the future.
What would your life be like if you decided to keep your commitments? Commit yourself to live in the present.
Wow. This is what we talk about. So I only have I have my able lecturer on this course. Excellent evening to you, sir. Please, can you type on the chat what you got from this video? Basically, for me, it's all about the commitment, how one needs to go all in when we commit to things. And please just drop in one thing you got from the video, sir, if you can. I want to welcome you to this live training and trading section. Don't be distracted by the factors of life. Awesome. I love that. I appreciate you, sir. So I'm just going to get into the charts right now. No, an amazing thing I love about this, about trading as a whole, is the fact that live training and trading section is the fact that nobody can get what it is they don't work for. The effort you commit to this space is what you get. If you're committing little effort, you're definitely going to get little results. If you're committing maximum effort, you get maximum results. So trading the financial market is literally not for everybody. It's not. Not even the lazy, excuse me, not even the lazy individuals out there can survive in this space. And that's why we have so many people coming to this space. First month, second month, probably they are out. They are lazy. With all due respect, they are lazy. They are lazy, right? Making money is so sweet. Becoming a millionaire is so sweet, but it's not easy. So I'm looking at the chart now. Forex factor is what we what's happening? Forex factor is what we work with first. We check out for the news update. Today has been erratic based off these red folders. I would also want to advise at any point in time when you check the news at the beginning of the day and you see news updates like this, it is advisable that you should not even do anything before this news update. Wait till the market is settled. Just wait till the market is settled. So 5:50 p.m. there was news on GPP. It's not been released yet. We can actually go ahead and check what we want to trade. You check the news updates. The next thing you want to do is go and check what it is you want to trade. I'd love to use two different websites. I'll use this and I'll also use FinVis. That's another thing with trading. Trading is dynamic. What you've learned last year is not what you continue to use to make money for the rest of your life. No, you need to keep on learning things. The more you learn, the more you'll be able to evolve with the new changes in the space, right? So I use FinVis to check for volume. This tells you what the volume is in the market. Currency strength tells you the strength of the market. So now I can see euro is weaker, JPY is stronger. If I go to FinVis, JPY is stronger, euro is weaker. So it's in alignment. These two are in alignment. Volume is on the side of JPY. Strength is on the side of JPY. Euros does not have volume, minus 0.52%. Currency strength, there's no strength on euros. So I could decide based on this information to go for euro JPY. But I also see AUD USD and USD JPY. So let's check what is happening on the scene. Okay, so USD is close to JPY in volume. Anything can happen. Wonderful thing I love about this finviz.com is the fact that it updates by itself. So within the next 1 minute, you could see USD come to this place, JPY comes here. It updates on its own, real time. Right? So I wouldn't want to go for USD JPY. This thing can switch. AUD USD, I see how AUD is weak, yeah, and USD is strong. So AUD USD is also a good one. Now, we've identified two currency pairs, Euro JPY and AUD USD. The next thing you do is go to your TradingView platform. So go to TradingView platform, to your TradingView platform, load it up. I've seen Euro JPY and I'm looking at AUD USD. Euro JPY and AUD USD. Yeah, loading this up. Let's see. Okay, good. So Euro JPY is my first priority. When I say priority, I'm saying that is what I want to give attention to first before any other one. So what I'll do is clear off this, take off every information I have right there, and make the chart plain. Now, I'm coming to the daily time frame. Why? Because I want to know what the banks are doing with Euro JPY. And I can only verify what it is they are doing based on the daily time frame, the weekly time frame, and the monthly time frame. From daily, I could take this to 1 week to see what Euro JPY has been doing for a whole 1 week. Can you see? So about 3 weeks ago, Euro JPY was buying. Now it has gotten to a point where for the past 3 weeks, Euro JPY has been selling. This is how I get to know what the banks are doing with Euro JPY on the weekly chart. But we're not really bothered about the weekly chart. We're trading high frequency. So I'm just going to focus on the daily candle. This is the activities for today. As far as Euro JPY is concerned, I can see that red bearish candle. I'll go ahead and identify the highest point the market got to today. I'd love to make that red because I know that if it comes back to that zone, it would react. And I'd love to also identify the lowest point Euro JPY got to, because I know that if it comes down to this zone, it will react back up. So having done that, I'll go to the 1 hour time frame. Now, what am I looking for on 1 hour? I'm looking to sell this market. So what I want to do is, price has come down. I'll want to identify a previous resistance zone. Why do I take this as a resistance, ladies and gentlemen? If you look at this area, something happened there, right? Red candle was coming down, then green candle took it up. This is a resistance zone, previous resistance zone. So I'm expecting that price breaks this place, come back to retest this, and then find its way down. That's my zone on 1 hour. I'm going to take this off and then take this to red. Now, I identified it based on what happened there, as you can see. But going to the past, do you see how the same thing played out here? What was a resistance zone here was also a resistance zone here. When you have two zones that validate, when you have two areas that validates a reversal in the market, then it's a zone. This is an area right here. This is also an area right here. These two areas validate this 131.508 areas as a zone. Why? Because price did not just react at a point. It reacted at that area twice. Right? It reacts, and if you are patient enough to go to the past, look at what happened here, ladies and gentlemen. Did it react here again? It did. Right? If you are patient enough to go to the past, you will see it also react there. Whatever happens in the market today is a repetition of what happened previously. And it's also a forecast of what will happen in the future in that same area. Right? The only thing is this: will you be patient enough to go to the past to identify that a zone is a zone that you are picking right now acted out previously? So this is on 1 hour. I'll go straight to 15 minutes. Now 15 minutes, the same thing. I want to identify a previous resistance zone. I would love to take that area. Boom. But now for the 15 minutes, I would love to paint this to be yellow. I want to clearly identify my 15-minute zone to my 1 hour zone. So you can see this is 15-minute zone. Let's mark it out. This is 15-minute zone. In the past, what happened here on 15 minutes? Let's see. 15 minutes will have more candles because you have 4 15 minutes in 1 hour. Right? Okay, good. So look here, everyone. Pay close attention to this. Look at what happened here. So what I marked as a resistance now. So what was I saying? This is, I identified this as, as a support rather. What I identified here as a support, do you see how it plays out as a resistance right here? What does this tell you? A present resistance could be either a previous support or resistance. Do you see how it reacted at that area? Right? Can you see that? At this area, the same spot reacted as a support, as a resistance here. But now, in the present moment, is reacting as a support. So what you identify as a support today would have been a previous resistance or a previous support. So I want to go straight. I've identified that area as my 15-minute zone. I want to go straight into 5 minutes. Now, what do I have on 5 minutes? Three 5 minutes, three candles in the 5 minutes time frame makes one 15-minute candle in the 15 minutes time frame. So that's why you have more candles on the 5 minutes than you have on the 15 minutes, and then than you have on the 1 hour, right? So right here, I'll be waiting for price to come all the way to 452 area. Now, somebody would say, Emmanuel, but this particular area, price reacted there. So let's go ahead and mark that area price reacted to previously, right? That's the 390. Let me paint that as a black. As a black. Good. That's where price had already reacted to. It reacted at the 397 areas. Why? The 397 area is a valid area because you can see this is the week of this as a support. So it was a support here before, right? Now it has become what here? It has become a resistance right here. Is that understood? What was a support here before? If you identified it and you put in a line here, when price got to this place, you would have expected it to fall. Did it fall? Yes, it did. As simple as that. Again, that's to reaffirm that what is a present support or resistance could be a previous support or resistance and would be a futuristic support or resistance zone. Right? Does that make sense? We go ahead and set our Evankaba. Good. So what do I see? Well, the Evankaba is just to give me a picture of the zones I marked. Right? Now we're really going to be very, very patient with trading at this time. Why? Volume is low. The volume is low. You can see when you start seeing small candles like this, that's for you to understand that the volume is really, really low. So I'd love to wait for price to come to an area where I know that it would react quickly than just pick it up at any area. If you look at what happened at this area, the green candle went up. You see that red bearish candle. That's to tell you that there's volume in this area. Right? So having done this now, we go to our hourglass. See, the hourglass strategy cannot be overemphasized. Should I tell you something? You want to make money consistently in the financial market, you need a strategy. Don't go ahead and be like the majority that think, oh, I can just do chatting on Telegram and make money. No. If you look at people who say that kind of thing, go and check their trading accounts. They are broke, literally broke. Right? The question is this: what will it cost me to? Will it cost me anything to subscribe to a platform that gives me what I want, that could help me make thousands of dollars every single day or week? It won't cost me a thing. Subscribing to the hourglass strategy is just $200 and $325. Some people make that money in minutes. Right? Some people make that money in a day. So I've come to the hourglass strategy using the market tab now. The next thing I want to do is go straight to Euro JPY. That's what I'm looking out for. We have Euro JPY right here. Good. We have Euro JPY 60.59. Now, pay close attention to this. Euro JPY is telling me this is 60.59. So we want to go ahead and check the currency strength of euros to the JPY. Can you see what is happening here? Euro is now minus 0.48. JPY is 0.28. You can only see a white screen. Am I sharing my screen? No. Reload from your end, sir. Reload from your end. So currency strength, euro is 4, JPY is 6. So euro looks like it's gaining strength. Euro is gaining strength, so we need to be very, very careful what we do there. Right? As you can see on the hourglass strategy, on the market strap rather, we have an arrow pointing down. Stochastic is up, RSI is above the red line. So RSI is above the red line here. That validates your entry for a sell. Stochastic is above the red line. That validates your entry for a sell. We haven't gotten a down arrow on this particular candle. That's for you to exercise caution. If market tab does not give you an arrow on that particular candle, something is about to happen. So you'd rather just wait and see how that thing happens than to be in the middle of it when it happens. I just reload hourglass again to see. I want to be sure it's not from my end. So let's go click on Euro JPY 6060. So on the market tab now, it's telling us that Euro and JPY are on the same level, right? Currency strength, Euro is gaining strength. On FinVis, JPY is still stronger than Euros. It means that this could be a shift in momentum. When I say shift in momentum, I'm saying something that was going for a sell before might be preparing to go for a buy. But be it as it may, it's advisable you just look at it and let it play out than get yourself entangled with in whatever it is this currency pair wants to do, right? So having said that, I'm not going to take any trade on this. I'm not going to call any trade except market gets to 397 areas. That is when I would even consider taking a trade right here. But at this area, I know we are close to the reversal candle. This could drop down and it's dropping. Doesn't matter. I would love to patiently wait for it to get to an area. By then, I believe, let's see what JPY right here. Good. So we have you can see we have a red arrow on hourglass. So at this point in time, it's dropping. But it's okay, right? It's okay for it to drop. We're in the 30-minute reversal. This is 7:30 p.m. So this is the reversal effect. This is not, it's not your strategy effect. It's not your technical analysis effect. This is reversal effect. And guess what? If you're only basing your, if you're only going to base your judgment on reversal effect, then it means you're gambling. No. Reversal effect, the timing should be in confluence with all other things you're looking out for. The support area or the resistance area, right? The strategy area, stochastic and RSI, we confirmed that, but we didn't get that down arrow when we wanted to get it, right? So this is dropping, let it play out. I saw another currency strength. I saw AUD USD. AUD USD is a good one. So let's go take a look at what is happening with AUD USD. Why would allow Euro JPY play out, right? AUD USD, I love to clear the chart. The same thing we do every now and then. Go to the daily time frame. By the currency strength, AUD USD is supposed to be selling, so I'll go. Yes, I have that long red candle. I'll identify this from the top. Love to make it the red color. Then from the bottom, I love to make this the green color. Good. 1 hour. On 1 hour, what do we do? Previous support, right? I love to take that to a red. So I also did something here. This is also a reversal here. A reversal. There's a reversal at this area, and there's also another reversal at this area, and there's also another one here. You guys take a look at how beautiful this is. This is one area right here. This is another area right here, and this is another area right here. Did you see that? So will you call that a zone? It is. If you take it to the past, did you see how this as a previous support zone is actually a resistance zone right here. Can you see that? It's a resistance zone right here. It's also a resistance zone right here. That's how beautiful this is when you're able to identify zones. So I'm just going to take all of this, take it straight to 15 minutes. What do we have on 15 minutes? Most of the time, whatever zone you marked on 1 hour would be in alignment with 15 minutes as well. So this validates the zone 1, 2, 3, and then this validates 4. Those are support validation, but look at the resistance validation. 1, 2, 3. Did you see that? So what used to be a support here, did you see how it became a resistance here? That's to repeat again that what is your present support can be a previous floor or a previous support and could be a future support or resistance, as the case may be, right? So having done this on 15 minutes, I also want to identify, this is also another zone on 15 minutes, right? Change this to yellow, good. Let's see how Euro JPY played out. Did you see that, ladies and gentlemen? Did you see how that trade played out? So let's see 5 minutes. Did you see that candle that was a red candle before became a green? So let me see 3 minutes. I want to know if we did that 3 minutes. If we had gotten into this trade, we would have been close to being trapped. So let's set I am Master Academy as a company does not have any affiliation with any trading broker whatsoever. You are at liberty to decide on the trading platform you want to use. This is just one of the trading platform I use. Again, the company does not have any affiliation, and I'm not here to communicate any trading broker platform to anyone, right? This is just one of the platforms I use. So I'm looking at Euro JPY at 368 areas. Let's see that. Of course, we have that S zone. I love that. I love this. Euro JPY, 3 minutes. I have to put in, let's see, 30. Let's just play with the market. Euro JPY, so I would love to see that Euro JPY at 397 areas. It's in a good area right now where you can actually take it for yourself. But like I said, there's no volume in the market because of this time we are trading. So I want to patiently wait for it to get to at least the 382 areas and above. It's in a good zone here for itself. As far as hourglass is concerned, this is a sell zone. But I want to wait for it to come to the 382 areas. I think it's somewhere around there. So 383. I got in at 383. Looks like it's coming to the 397 areas. Anywhere around this area is valid for itself, right? Because of what happened here. And because even on the hourglass, we have a sell zone. But this does not negate the fact that euros is gaining strength compared to JPY. So you know one thing that could happen here, this could finally break this zone and go up. Does it mean our strategy did not play out? No. It just means that market is doing a switch, a shift in momentum. Market wants to go from selling to buying, right? So I took it at 383 areas right there. This is the area we're expecting it to fall, to drop. Let's see how it goes. I'd love to take, like this is pushing up. Yeah, if you haven't taken it yet, you could just hold on. Let's wait and see the break of this candle. On hourglass, we have stochastic at the upside. We have RSI at the upside. I saw a S signal here that confirms that sell. So we're waiting. That's what we do. When you take a trade like this, you're waiting. I took it quite early at 383 areas. Like I said, I'm just playing with the market. That's why I risked the amount of money I risked right there. Right? So let's see. Put in your entries on the chart. Where did you get into that trade? Where did you take the trade? Do not over leverage. It's not time for you to over leverage. Right? Put in your entries on the chart. Looks like I'm going to have to do a rollover on this one. Let me see. Sorry, just a moment. 1838. 1838. I do a rollover on that. So I did a rollover on that. Put in on the chart 393. If you took it at 393, it's coming down. Right? So what does this tell you, ladies and gentlemen? That area is valid. Can you see how price is retracing back? If I take it to the 3 minutes area now, if I take it to the 3 minutes candle, price is, on the normal day, price is supposed to just break through. If you understand what I'm talking about. Then our price is having a slow, it's having its reaction at that area. What does that tell you? That truly there's a volume there. There's something that is preventing it from breaking up. Right? But what I do see about this particular trade is the fact that Euro is gaining strength over the JPY. Let's see Finbis. Or Euro dropped again in volume. Right? Let's see our currency strength. You should do your rollover. If you took that trade, manage the trade. Let's give it some time. Maximum 2 rollovers. You know the way we do it, right? Maximum 2 rollovers, and we let that trade go. Right? We let the trade go. Maximum 2 rollovers, you let the trade go. So I was looking at AUD USD. Yeah. You see how AUD USD is reacting to this area? I'm going to change this to black. You can see how it's reacting to this area. Why? Because it reacted there before. Right? It reacted there before. That's why it's reacting to the area again. So let's see what Euro JPY is doing. Did you see Euro JPY is still respected that zone because that candle did not even close above the zone. It literally closed below the zone. Right? So let's say I might need to do a second rollover on that. I call it a day on that trade. So I've done 2 rollovers. I don't have any business with that trade again. Maximum 2 rollovers, 2 rows. Maximum 2 rows. We call it a day. Is it pulling down now? Ladies and gentlemen, is this trade pulling down or not? Is it pulling down or not? Is it pulling down or not? Put it on the chart. Timing. This is not even time reversal. This is not timing reversal. This is just technical analysis playing out. What it did there, it's trying to do a repetition of that. You can see how that thing moved down the way it did, right? Now, it now depends on volume and it depends on the strength of the currency. Euro is 4, JPY lost 1 bar. So at this point in time, volume and strength is what will make this trade either go down or continue or find its way back up. I've done 2 rollovers. I don't have anything to do with this trade again. That's another attribute. That's also something you want to do. What is that? Discipline. I've done 2 rollovers. Whatever happens to this trade happens to it. As a matter of fact, I take my eyes off a trade after I've done 2 rollovers. Why? I don't want to be tempted to take it to do another rollover. No. Right? So let's leave that to play out. Somebody cleared, Mr. Theophilus, you cleared that trade. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, I think it's like this for me because I took it very early. But for anybody who took it as at when you're supposed to take it, I think that was the 393 areas. You should be clearing. You should be clearing. I took it quite early And that's why I took it quite early at 383. And that's why I'm still on the trade. If you took it at 393 area, you should clear this trade. So guys, this is what it means. Right? This is what it means. How many minutes did it take us to analyze the trade? I don't care, even if it took us 1 hour. Even if it took us 1 hour to analyze the trade, the most important thing is that you're able to take a trade and you cleared. I took it at 383 areas, which was quite early. I remember giving the trade at 393 areas. Somebody cleared that trade already. Did any other person take the trade? Let me know on the chat. All right, so it looks like this wants to find its way. And there are times something like this happens. I just take my eyes off it. Whatever will be, will be. Right? It's the market. So I'm looking at AUD USD at area for AUD USD. Market is actually resting, trying to find its way back. I think I took a lesson on that. As you can see, I took a lesson on that. Don't worry. Did any other person take the trade? Let me be sure. Mr. Theophilus took the trade, he cleared it. Any other person? Put it on the chat. Let me know if you took the trade. Right? I took a L on that. Right? It doesn't still mean that the trade did not play out. I was just too early. I got into that trade too early. Even when I gave an entry at 393 areas. Okay, no other person took the trade. Amazing. So just keep learning. So what do we have on consistent? Let's check. Euro is still down. JPY is still high, but consistent. JPY lost a bar. 45. Tell you what. Don't do what I just did. Please, don't do it. Just leave it. Don't do what I just did. Just leave it. Consistent, what do you have on consistent? Euro is 3, JPY is 5. Euro USD. So let's go and look at AUD USD. AUD USD reacted at this area. Let's see if it did that 3 minutes reaction. Okay, not really. I think AUD USD is also what's happening here. AUD USD. Now, when markets is acting the abnormal way to what you are seeing sentimentally, it's just a clear signal that market is trying to change its course of direction. As in this case, this one is time, in fact, it has changed its course of direction, as you can see. Right? So it has changed its course of direction. So when it's happening like this, you just leave that currency pair. You go focus on something else that is in alignment with what it's supposed to be doing. So AUD USD, my idea on AUD USD would be at the 15 minutes. I see this is a 50, this is a zone. Just a moment. Okay, this area is very keen to touch. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, it's actually looks like this is going to react at this area. Let's see, let's go check what is happening on hourglass. Now, who recognizes the fact that hourglass actually gave us a no for that Euro JPY trade? Who would agree with me on that? Hourglass gave us a no on that. Are you kidding me? This trade is still on. I thought it ended the lesson already. There are times when I want to just type my when I just want to do things the way I want to do them. Look at this. Close. Thank you. Don't worry. But you can see still reacting, but hourglass gave us a no as far as this trade is concerned. How? It gave us that no when it didn't give us the down arrow when it's supposed to give us. Who agrees with me? It also gave us the no when we noticed that Euro and JPY were around the same figure, like 59 to 53. That's too close. There's no reason why you should have even taken a trade like this for yourself. Right? So whatever is happening to this trade now is just technical. It's technical analysis that is playing on this trade right now. It's technical. So it's actually recognizing that, okay, there's a zone here, sellers are here, and it's trying to pull it down. But now depends if the volume of the sellers is greater than that of the buyers. If the volume of the sellers is greater than that of the buyers, this would go down. If it's not, it would push up. Right? AUD USD, let's go check what is happening on hourglass, AUD USD. So you see the difference between trading with just trading view and trading with the market trap strategy. Right? AUD USD. AUD USD. AUD USD is not giving us, okay, look at, see, the same thing Euro JPY did the other time. That is what AUD JPY is doing again. You see, it's not giving us an arrow on that particular candle. Stochastic is above, RSI is above, but this is not giving us that arrow on this direct candle. If it will be giving us an arrow on this direct candle, you can go into the market and take that trade for yourself. What it means is that this could still push up. It could still push up. We're not going to take chances with this. We're going to see how it plays out. Right? We're going to see how it plays out. Let me see if it gave. Okay, I think it gave that trade now. AUD USD. Yeah, it has given us the trade. So you know one thing I'm going to do right here? AUD USD, I'll be waiting for it at the 022 areas. If it can come to 022 areas, I'll take a $1 trade on that. When I say $1, I mean $1. $1, $1. $1 simply means that you just want to play with it and see the way it goes. That's the way I actually trade. I'm not a fan of demo account. So my live account, I just minimize the risk to see what happens with the trade, right? To see what happens with the trade. I just minimize the risk. And you see what happened there? Look at that fall. And this looks like it's going to be spiky. I'll wait for it to come to the 022 areas, really. If it comes to the 022 areas, we have everything set on market stop, stochastic, RSI, down arrow, strength is in favor. I will just be waiting for that push to the 022 areas, 020, 020, 022. 020, 022. I think it came to where? It came to 020. It's there again. Oh, I wanted to take it at 0. Okay, it's at 021 now. I believe that should be close to this area. Boom. So I tried, I'm on $1 trade right there. $1 trade. All right. I'm on $1 trade right there. You see how this plays out. $1. When I say $1, I mean $1. This is $1 trade for this account. I know why I say it's $1 for that account. So let's see. Let's see how this plays out. What's happening? You see the reaction. See the way it's spiking. Can everybody see that? What does this tell you? There's something happening in that area. See, when we see whether a trade plays out to be profit or not, I'm not usually bothered when I see a trade reacting in a zone I marked, like the way it's reacting. Why? Because I know I identified that zone and I was right with the zone. Otherwise, it won't be reacting the way it's reacting. So now, whether this plays out as a win or it's a lesson, the whole idea is I was able to identify that zone as a good zone, right? So now it's volume that would determine if volume and time would be what would determine if this trade would reverse at this area and give us that down trend we want it to give us. 54, 53. Let me see if I'm going to 53, 53. Okay, so once this time gets to 53, 53, if this trade is not in profit, I can take a rollover on that. It looks like it's still in profit. How many people took that $1 trade with me? How many? What's that? Did this drop or not? How many people took that $1 trade with me? Put it on the chart. I know most of you guys will not tell me you took a trade until the trade is a profit. Nobody took the trade. Oh, you don't want to take $1 trade. You won. Odushino, you took it and you won, right? Good. Good. I love that. I love that. Any other person? Did he react? Is this a complete reaction? Is this a complete reaction or not? That's a clear. Hello? We cleared that trade right there. Did we not? Zone. Did you see how that zone played out? Did you see how that zone played out? Let's go see what happened to Euro JPY. Euro JPY is still struggling with that area. Why? Because of currency strength and the volume. But look at the one that had good currency strength. Did you see the way it played out? Huh? Does anybody see the way it played out? That's what we're talking about. That was a perfect walk away. Look at that pull to the downside. Right? 022 areas. So just get better at identifying support and resistance zone. Get better at identifying these zones. They are the game changer. And then the moment you're patient enough to confirm them with your hourglass. Hourglass gave us this trade. Hourglass was the one that gave us this trade. You can see that down arrow, stochastic at the red area, RSI at the red area, AUD, USD is stronger than AUD. We got that perfect walk away trade right on this point. Right? Good. Are you all getting value from this call? Is everyone getting value from the call? Right, so you see what is happening with Euro JPY is because this is going to change to an upward momentum. See, Euro is 4, JPY is 5. Euro is 4, JPY is 1, and USD was 4. Did you see how it played out? Did you see how AUD USD played out? Currency strength. Right? Currency strength. So, yeah, having said this, I think we come to the end of today's training and trading section. I streamed this section on Zoom. Right? So if you actually listening to me from Zoom, just check my previous videos, pick up my contact there. My Instagram handle is Emmanuel is great. Reach out to me on Instagram. if you desire to learn this skill of trading Forex and making money with it, just like we did on this section, how many trades did we take? And how many wins? Don't look at the one I took. How many trades did we officially give here? And how many wins? Start your flows. Let me have you say that. Let me have you say it. You've been the one that have been, how do I put it? You've stayed on this call since morning and you've not gone anywhere. Network has not thrown you out. How many trades did we take, sir? How many trades did we give? And how many wins and how many lessons did we have?
We took EJ,
then
AUD, USD.
Did we lose any at the entries they were giving?
No.
Huh?
No.
I think your network. Is it your network?
Then for me, I had a two wins. Zero lesson.
So I gave Euro JPY at one area 980 something or 990 something. It got there, cleared that one. AUD USD was also a clear. See, now look at what is happening with AUD USD. It's trying to pull up back to that 022 areas. Considering the timing, will somebody advise that we take this trade? No. Like my mentor would say, you rob the bank at one area, you should not go back there to rob them again. You should not go back there to rob them again. So did you see how this is playing out nicely? I want to appreciate everyone for getting on. You're on Instagram, you're on YouTube. Any point in time when you see this video, just reach out to me on Instagram at Emmanuel is great. Let's get you connected to this amazing platform that has actually made so many of us confident, independent, and consistent in our winnings, trading the financial market. I appreciate each and every one of you for connecting. Love you all. We have the DCX class, the cryptocurrency class, in 1 hour time from now. Get yourself prepared for that cryptocurrency class, and let's learn how we could invest in cryptos and make money with them 24 hours, 7 days a week. I appreciate you all. See you on the next call.